Good morning, welcome back. Today we are doing something different as we normally do on our Monday videos. So as you know, we were gone part of the weekend. I did not dash too much and probably not dashing today unless I go this evening. So today we are going to make or start the process of making homemade vanilla. So we have our vanilla beans. These are grade B Tahitian vanilla beans. There's 50 vanilla beans in this package. We need to put 10 in each pint jar, and we are going to, I'm probably going to cut them in half and split them with the knife. Put them in our jars, and we're going to use two different kinds of liquor in these. We're using a rum and a whiskey, I believe, wherever it ran off to. Well, it's back behind here. So we're using some Sailor Jerry's, and then for fun, and yes, this was expensive, and no, you do not have to use, it's really probably better to use cheap liquor, but we're going to use this Devil's River. It is a 80 proof. It is a cinnamon bourbon, so thought that would be fun to use this time. So let's get started. Alright guys, so we have them open, and as you see, they're just vanilla beans. And so I'm going to take about 10, 6, 8, 9, 10. I think that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Can't count this morning. So, and they're like, you could probably put them in there that way, but I'm going to cut them in half, maybe. And we got a new, I don't like that knife, a new cutting board while we were gone. We went looking for a dress for me for the wedding. That didn't happen. And I don't like dress shopping. And I don't know, I spent like a couple hours at several different places. And yeah, I finally had enough. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. It's not fun when you're having to like find, plus size freaking stuff. And I'm like sitting at the biggest I've been, and that's just depressing. We're going to use these. I have some other beans too, but I'm not sure where they ended up going. They're behind me at the moment. So, but we'll figure it out. And so once you have these all split and cut and whatnot, you're just going to put them in the jar. And we will, fill the jar with the alcohol, and we'll label these so that we know which ones we did with which alcohol. And a lot of people use vodka, which is just fine. And I just chose to go a different route this time and not do what everybody else does. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 6, 8. Because this will make, there should be 50 in here. 6, 8. So you should be able to do 5 jars. 2, 4, 6. Exactly. So exactly 50. So not terrible. So that'll give us, we should be able to get 10 jars if we have enough alcohol, which I don't think I really have any in the alcohol room of what we would be using. So I have some flavored vodka in there, but I'm not going to use those because, I mean, it doesn't really do you any good from what I've read to use like the flavored vodkas. So a lot of people do use the spiced rums, and one of the ladies that I've watched a lot, that's what she uses, is the Sailor Jerry's. And we got it at Costco, so it is a little bit, supposedly it's a little bit cheaper. I really didn't price it anywhere else because we were already there, and I'd never been into the Costco liquor store, so we went in there this time. And I mean, you know, they have all the stuff that you would need, or you would want probably. Lots of tequilas. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I'm not a tequila person, so it's not my favorite thing. Alright, I'm going to finish cutting these and then we'll be back with the pour of the alcohol. Alright guys, so we're going to use the Devil's River, the cinnamon bourbon. Ooh, fancy schmancy. So, it smells good. And I'm just going to fill these just up to here. I mean, obviously we're not going to get very many out of this bourbon, but that's okay. Ooh. Yeah. There's that. Put the lid on these. Yes. You know, so these lids are being reused, which they can be. I'm just going to do a sticker and put on there what that is. And then these 3 are all going to be our Sailor Jerry's. And then, so some people say to shake these every single day, and some people say to shake them once a week. So just put them in a cool, dark place, and we'll shake them at least once a week, and we'll probably have enough to do at least one more. I need to go find my other beans, because it's a smaller pack, and obviously we don't have enough to do a whole lot more, but as you can tell the difference. One's a little bit darker than the other, so Well, we have those done. It's recommended that you let them sit 4 to 6 months before using. So I did buy some vanilla when we were at Costco, so that will get us, you know, until we're ready to use these. So that is our project for the day, and we'll be back. Thanks for being here. We'll see you soon. Alright guys, the day has finally come. We are going to make sweet Thai chili sauce. Finally. So our directions call for Thai peppers, jalapenos, it says green onion. Oh, I know, I have got some frozen stuff in the freezer. Rice vinegar, apple cider vinegar, sesame oil, sugar, honey, garlic, and ginger slices. But I used powdered ginger last time because I buy fresh ginger to make this, and then it ends up going bad or whatever because I don't get it made in time. So I have a whole thing of ground ginger somewhere right there. So it just says to combine all the ingredients into the saucepan and heat until it gently simmer over medium heat and till it's reduced by half. So, you know, it takes a while. So yeah, I'm just gonna use this all washed off. That's what I used to cut the vanilla beans, but not a big deal. And yes, these are more dried out than I want, but guess what? I've done it this way before. It's not gonna hurt anything at all. So we're gonna toss those in there like that, because in the end we're gonna run it through the food processor. So that'll make it a little more yeah. And I'm just gonna cut these like in big pieces, because like I said, we're gonna put this in the food processor when we're done, once it's all cooked. So not a huge deal. And yeah, I'm doing it with my hands. So, and this is fresh garlic from the garden. It's just hard to peel because we had to harvest it a little earlier than I was hoping. So, I mean, it's still good. It just takes a little bit more finagling to get all this stuff off of it. So, that's all. And then I'm just gonna cut this in like a few little pieces, and we put it in our pot. And y'all, my kids just love this stuff. Like, I can't make enough. So hopefully this turns out just as well as when I made it last time, because I made it about 2 years ago. So I didn't make any last year, because these Thai peppers are not the same ones that I used before. But I was looking, and it's just a different type of Thai pepper. But as I know, this is a Thai pepper plant that I purchased, that all of this is coming from. So, but yeah, all this stuff sticks to everything, but that's okay. And I'll probably make a couple recipes of this today. So we'll just go through the steps of the one. So we've got that. I have some I'm just gonna use some green onion pieces, like the tops. Let me go get all the stuff off of this real fast. Because I gotta chop these up a little bit more. One little piece left. Because I don't have actual green onions right now. They're in the ground. They're not looking too spiffy. I don't know really what the deal is with those, but maybe a little bit more. I'm just gonna chunk them in there because we're gonna do this all and shred it all up in the food processor, so I think it really matters how we do that. So now we are gonna, I'm really prepared. I was really prepared the last time and we didn't get it done. So this calls for 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar, so y'all hate the smell of that. Oops. Gotta talk to one of those peppers in there. Got that out. Then where's this rice vinegar, and it calls for 1/2 cup, so I have a bunch of this. And that, 2 teaspoons of sesame seed oil, which is potent. Oh man, that's the only thing. This stuff stinks because that apple cider vinegar is awful. I don't like the way it smells. And then 1/4 cup of honey. Yeah, see, we were I'll just take a little bit off. Get my little spatula here. That. And 1/4 of a cup of sugar. Actually, I put 1/3 cup of honey in there. So, and then 2 garlic cloves, and we need some of our ground ginger.
What's wrong with your dog?
What's wrong with my dog? Nothing.
Samson is trying to have sex with Thor.
Alright guys, so then it says 2 teaspoons of fresh ginger slices. So we're going to use 1/2 teaspoon or so of powdered ginger. So there you have it. So now you just turn it on medium heat, stir all this together, let it simmer. Combine all the stuff, and then get the food processor out and blend this all together. So we'll be back in a bit. Alright guys, so yeah, we are going to take our lovely mixture and pour it into the food processor. You can put in a blender, you can use an immersion blender, which that might have been the smarter thing to do, where I wouldn't have mixed up this whole thing. But that's okay. Try to get out as much stuff as you can. Put the lid on it and just mix it up. Yeah, it doesn't seem as runny as the last time I made it. So, there you have it. Let me clean off all the stuff because I'm going to try to save as much of that as I can and into the containers. So, because I don't want to lose any of the yumminess that we just spent all this time trying to grow, and you know, all the stuff. Took the time to make it, spent the biggest expense I think on this is the fact that you have the rice vinegar, because that stuff is extremely expensive. So I'm going to put it in this. Hopefully can do this without losing too much stuff. Because I'm going to try to do at least two more batches today with this, because as you see, it does not make that much. And if I'm already messing up all the pans and all the stuff, we're just going to make as much of this as we can. So, because there is no sense in wasting time doing all this if you cannot just dedicate several hours to making it, because there's just, it's not a lot of stuff, it's just time consuming to do. So there's that. Because see, this makes like what, I don't even know what that says. I've got there's so many, all these jars are clean. So I think it only makes about 2 jars. And my kids will say something because it does look different than when I made it the last time. Make sure, is that a new, yeah, is that a new one? Yeah, that is a new one. I think all of these are, because I don't, this one's not. Same stuff. So that may not be a new lid either. You know, yeah, that one is. It's not discolored like the other one. But these are clean. Yeah, it makes 2 4-ounce jars. So yeah, hubby was saying that He goes, well, you must have made a lot the last time. Yeah, I kind of did. Because I know I made a double batch and at least one. So, I mean, it was, I don't know how many jars I made the last time. I made a bunch, but we'll see how it goes. We do need to wipe those rings off with some vinegar. But yeah, these are definitely, I must have cooked this longer than I cooked the last batch. That would be one of the reasons that this is thicker than the other ones. So let me get some paper towels. I'll get these wiped off and we'll see you back in a little bit. Alright guys, so here is our sauce, and it is thicker and a totally different color than what I made last time. I think it's because I used a different honey. That's the only thing I can figure. That's the only thing I did different. So we'll let you know how they taste when we try them. Thanks for joining us for this cooking day.